Do YouTube Shorts help your channel to grow? The short answer is yes, but also no. Let's break down exactly what you need to know about leveraging Shorts properly in order to grow your channels in the right way. Now keep in mind that YouTube Shorts is very similar to TikToks or Instagram Reels. These are short form vertical content, that means up and down, not horizontal like most YouTube videos, that is going to be under 60 seconds. Now the shorter the video, the better it usually performs. We want to make sure we're saying what we need to say in the smallest amount of time as possible and getting out of people's way. People love to be able to scroll through these shorts and get a quick win or a little bit of information or learn something or be entertained in some way and then be able to move on to the next. So as you are creating these YouTube Shorts, you have to keep in mind that shorter is better, and if you can keep it to around 15 to 20 seconds, that's probably going to perform best for you. Now keep in mind that YouTube Shorts does not go towards your monetization hours, so the watch time that you get on these shorts is not going to count toward the 4,000 watch hours that you have to have in order to monetize your channel. However, your subscribers will likely grow dramatically as you're creating these YouTube Shorts. So you want to make sure you're using these kind of like a way to get eyes on your channel. If you go into it with the right mindset, you have the ability to create these quick win videos and drive people to your main channel to watch your videos that will lead to monetization. Additionally, if you are using music from within YouTube, you do not have the ability to monetize that in the future. So this is something that you will likely want to lean toward the talking on camera side of things, but there are a lot of different options for this. So experiment with your audience, see what they're responding to, and lean heavily into that. But keep in mind, if you are using licensed music through YouTube, that will not count toward future monetization. So once you've decided to use YouTube Shorts, you want to keep in mind that you should be doing this on a fairly consistent basis. They give you the opportunity to upload either through your desktop or through your app. No matter how you are uploading, you want to go back in and do your SEO work on the back end. So you're dealing with your titles and your captions and your hashtags. You want to make sure that you are putting that thumbnail on there and you're really leveraging it like your other YouTube videos to grow your channel. But when you post it directly from the app, you're not necessarily going to have access to all those things. So you may need to go back in later on and make sure that you turn on buttons or you change things or you do whatever, especially as the platform grows and changes and rules and regulations changes. So just because something doesn't count right now towards something, it may in the future, and you may need to come back and do a little SEO work inside of your videos. So posting these videos consistently gives those quick wins, those quick tips, those little educational or entertaining things that draw in your audience. The more you can put them out there, the more it's going to go into rotation. Remember, this is a new feature on YouTube and they love to lean into new features. And so they are going to be showing your shorts more so on mobile than on desktop, but you do have the ability to be searched for this. People can Google these things, they can look up your videos and learn from there. And if they're seeing that consistency within your short form content, they're more likely to then watch your longer form content as well. But should your short form content then disrupt your longer form content? I would say no. Remember, YouTube is built on that longer form content. That's where the monetization is. That's where your growth is really going to be. So you don't want to detract from your long form content, but you do want to use your short form content to then drive people toward the longer form content. So take little tips that you gave in your main video and talk about it in a short, or do something that leads into a tutorial that they're going to need elsewhere. So there's a lot of different ways that you can use and leverage these shorts to drive audience viewers to your videos, the longer form videos, so that you can then gain that watch time. So pick a schedule for yourself and then stick with it. This can be once a week, this can be once a day, it could be multiple times per day. Just keep in mind that you're monitoring your analytics. You want to see how many people are watching it, you want to see how long that watch retention time is, and if people are still showing up for all the rest of your videos. You want to make sure you're not burning out your audience or overwhelming them, especially if you have subscribers who watch all of your videos. If you're putting out multiple per day, that could be a little hard on them or a little taxing, and they might start to not watch all of your videos, which could be a problem. However, if you're seeing that you've got a pretty good subscriber base, but the vast majority of your views are coming from outside of that subscriber base, you can put out extra content and grow even more rapidly. So figure out your analytics as you are creating your consistent schedule and then adjust as you go. And keep in mind that YouTube is a little bit different than some of the other social platforms. This is something that is searchable. People can search things in YouTube, they can search things in Google and find your videos. So you want it to be a little more curated, a little more intentional, a little little more strategic as you are creating this content and not doing just fun things in the moment. Save that for TikTok or maybe even Instagram or Instagram stories, and use your highly curated, very intentional, educational, entertaining, specific content to help grow your platform and the people that you are then going to be interacting with inside of your community. So while TikToks live for days, weeks, months, even years into the future and are currently searchable on Google, you still have a much higher likelihood of being found via search on YouTube. So leveraging YouTube Shorts in a highly curated way that's educational, entertaining is going to be really valuable for you for building up your subscribers and for building community and conversation, giving them that quick win and endearing you to them a lot faster. I highly recommend using YouTube Shorts, so create a schedule that works for you and drop your questions on YouTube Shorts down below in short form vertical content. And speaking of which, if you need help with this, I have lots of resources. We are dropping IG Reels for Business, which also works for TikToks, and YouTube Shorts, where I'm literally giving you scripts. You fill in a couple blanks, you film your videos, and you're good to go. You don't even think about your content. We've got all sorts of really great things where we are showing you my 5-minute strategy for creating content so you don't spend more than 5 minutes creating a video and still have highly qualified videos to be putting out in an upcoming book that we're dropping next month. More details to come on that, so hit the subscribe and notification bell, drop your questions down below, and I'll see you every single day for more tips and tricks on how you can level up on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, your live streaming, and with tools and resources to make your content creation even easier. I'll see you in the next video.